What's up? It's Mila and I'm back with episode 3 of The Lodge for the whole week of premieres of this new series called The Lodge, because it's called The Lodge and it's pretty cool. And it's a British musical style show. I'm like, what? This is so cool. I like watching these musical style shows. I like the shows with music in it. I just like music in general, and I like TV. So music and TV together is pretty big for me. So I'm pretty excited. You know, on this episode, it was still some more suspense, and I guess we kind of figured out what the grandpa and the dad was hiding a little bit. But you know, I'm trying to figure out like, who is SJ, what's popping off, what them shady boys doing, because them boys are shady. I'm really still trying to figure out who SJ is, and I'm just like, bruh, what the heck is going on? But let's get into his recap of this show, because I'm just like, this show getting real good, real juicy, you know what I'm saying? We getting a lot of past people coming in. Danielle was starting stuff as usual, and I'm just like, why Danielle? You know what I'm saying? My whole take on this episode was, why Danielle? You go Skye? What's the dad hiding? Who the heck is SJ? But overall, I really did like this episode, and I like the songs in it. They don't do too much. They don't do too much singing. Like, they don't sing every 15 minutes. They sing like every 8 minutes. Like, they only sang 3 times in this show, which was when she was singing with Ben, when they was singing for the granddad, and I think it was another time they sang. But they only sing 2 times. I think they only sang like 2 or 3 times in this show. No, they sung 3 times, because then it was Noah and the girl. So yeah, I'm like, that's the only time they sang, and I'm like, they don't overdo it, because I'm like, sometimes you could overdo it when you be singing in the shows, but they don't overdo it, which is something that I like, and I'm pretty excited for him. So let's get started. Josh was like, you did what? Girl, you messed up. I don't know what you're doing. So this guy was like, yeah, she's gonna go over there and apologize to him. And then Ben was like, well, okay, hey girlfriend, you know, they was doing in quotations. So then her dad was like, look, we lost half my regular guests because Christina, and we're gonna have to cut the show. And she's like, look, you need to calm down, you need to chill. But then he was like, this is your #1 priority. You wanted to open it up. I could have sold this and got my money. So then, look, the granddad was like, look, calm down. Let Skye go on her break. She's 15. Let her be 15. We got something more important to talk about. So I was like, what is this about? So yeah, then Shawnee's mom and dad was like, we haven't seen you in a while, what's going on? He's like, oh, I've been with Danielle. And Danielle snitched on him and said, no, he been biking, girls. So he's been biking, he's really good at it, and he want to go to like regionals, but he need the money. But his dad like, look, you either gonna work for me and get the money, or you just not gonna go to regionals at all because you don't have money to pay for it. So really the end result is he have to work for them and not even go to regionals when he want the money for the regionals. So it's really crazy, and like basically they want him to focus on the business stuff, but he want to do what he really want to do, which is biking, which is what he really loves to do. So Kaylee went to apologize to Noah for being all cranky last night, and then he was like, oh, it's okay. But he thought she saw the episode of the show, which I guess he did know that his confession was going to air, but he thought she saw it, but she was just like thanking him about the new track he mixed. So then the other girl came up. I thought her name was Maria. That other girl, I thought her name was Maria, but then it sounded like Kaylee said Lori, so I don't know which one her name is. But yeah, the girl that worked for the camera crew, she was talking to Noah. She was like, you know what was crazy? All of the video diary booth got wiped. It was like, bro, what even happened last night? So then he was like, oh, really? And she was like, yes. And she was like, well, what are you listening to? And he was listening to Kaylee's new mix, and she was like, you mixed this? And then all of a sudden they both started singing out of nowhere, and then the spotlight came on, and I was like, wait, is this a song? And it was a song. It was a good song too, and I was like, maybe he shouldn't let her listen to that, because if she really is being that sabotaging me, she might do something to Kaylee's song, or might try to take Kaylee's song. But yeah, I don't know what the heck. She was like, oh my god, all of the diary boosts. So she wiped everybody's diary boosts, confessions. Like, you need to chill. But anyway, yeah. So they was about to kiss, I think, but then they stopped because like the whole song stopped. But like they really wasn't singing, but it was like they were singing, I guess, through the headphones, because when they stopped, it was like they wasn't singing, they were just listening to music. So it was a deep moment they was in. Then Skye went to go to Sean's place, and she was like, don't listen to the voicemail, delete it. And he was like, okay, fine. And she was like, you listened to it already. And he was like, yeah, I listened to it 3 times, and they won't let me make it my ringtone. I guess it's not possible. So he's like, look, I know it ain't none of my business. I'll listen to that, so I'm not going to be in your business. I'm really busy anyway, because I'm almost about to not get my allowance. So then his dad come up and like, oh yeah, Skye, my name Gil, whatever. You know, I'm Sean's dad. We haven't formally met. I see you the new boss on the lodge and all this and that. You popping. He ain't going to be able to go to regionals. He ain't got his allowance. Peace, dudes. I'm leaving. Okay, let's go, kid. Basically, that's what he told her. She was like, no, we don't want nothing to drink, sir. Like, leave me alone. So yeah, so she's like, well, you can come and work at the lodge anytime you want if you have some extra money. And I'm like, girl, y'all got money to be giving away like that? Huh? Huh? How much money y'all making at the lodge? How much money are you making at the lodge? But anyway, yeah. So Ed was trying to talk to Christina. That's Skye's dad. He was trying to talk to Christina, and Christina was like, look, I don't know what you're talking about. You're gonna have to walk with me. So then he was like, our older guests are leaving because of the camera. So then she was like, well, look, Skye have a vision, and we need young and exciting people in here anyway. So then he was like, well, I can be young and exciting. And she was like, you need some work, honey. But he, you know, she's like, ha ha ha. She's like playing with the she left and stuff like that. But he's scared because they running out the old guests that used to stay there and the newer guests. But the newer guests are gonna come in because of the publicity. So yeah. Then those two shady boys, one their name is Cal. I peeped that. They was trying to get a signal, and then Noah came in because, you know, he had to give them clean towels. He's like, y'all got dirty towels. Then it was like, yeah, we got dirty towels. And it was acting so weird, saying, oh, we going land sledding or whatever. They was just acting so weird, so freaking weird. Then Noah told Maria, the girl that from the camera crew, he was like, look, you want to go to the basement time? Because he said hi to Kaylee. He's like, you want to go to the basement adventure? We're going to go find what we're looking for. So they went to go do that. And I'm just like, maybe I shouldn't have. Because they went down there, and then there was like, it's a hidden wall. So then Noah tried to move this rack because the girl was like, maybe it's behind there. So then they both moved it because Noah's got more body leg strength and upper body strength. They moved and it's like, oh my god, it's locked. So it's a camera down there. Those two shady boys was like, okay, now we need a key. I don't know what they texted Sean's dad. It was a bunch of emojis. So then he was like, find the key. And then they found the key. So they gotta find the key now. And I'm like, dang it, they was waiting from that whole time to go and do that. There's no bueno. I don't know what's behind that door. I don't know if it's like a secret passageway or if it's like rats down there or something. It's something down there that's gonna get them shut down so he can buy it. And I don't know what's gonna happen. I don't know. So Josh is like, bruh, you invited Sean to work here with you and you tripping. Do you want him here with you? And she's like, no, it was by accident. So Ben ended up telling her that he worked at the activity center too. He do like rock climbing, you know, climbing up the mountains and stuff like that. He teach people about that. And he got his little brother named Ethan. His little brother watched the show too, but his favorite isn't Skye, it's Kaylee. But then he was like, your favorite is Skye. And he was like, Ben, your favorite is Skye. Mine is Kaylee. So, yeah. Anyway, so Skye's dad was like, bruh, that was a long freaking break. You offered Sean a job. Anyway, but it's a good thing she did because the granddad is leaving the North Star. You're going to need some extra help. So I guess that was the thing that the dad and him kept talking about. Then she was pretty upset. She's like, look, I'm losing you too. And he's like, look, I didn't sell the place because of you. And, you know, I'm glad I didn't. So now you in better hands. So he's like, I'm not even trendy enough for Christina anyway. But he got a lot of things he want to do. You know, he got a lot of things he want to continue on with his life that he haven't done yet. And she mentioned that the tore up picture, but then he kind of like shrugged off and was like, oh look, I got you a lot of your mom's old things, mostly clothes. So then she went in there and looked in the clothes. She found a really cute dress, and then she found a diary, and then she found SJ, and she was like, who the heck is SJ? So, you know, she was real like, who is SJ? So she tried to ditch Ben because Ben invited her to go mountain climbing, but he was like, look, just lie and tell them that we're going to clean the pond. So he's like, it'll be no more word of me if you came. So then Sean came up and he's like, Sean, what you doing here? Do you even know what hard work is? And he's like, ha ha ha, I'm so excited to be working. He was so excited to be working. He looks so nice. His face is to die for, guys. Thomas's face is amazing. But yeah, so anyway, he was like, he came in there, you know, he was like, I didn't even know we had a pond. And he was like, be quiet, boy, we going. So they went and left. Skye was like, I'm glad they came. They was up on that mountain. So then Ethan was like, you didn't think it was a date, was you? Because he was up there. He's like, look. She's like, it's just pretend. And he was like, look, I'm 12, not 8. So don't act like I'm stupid. So yeah, he's like, look, it's been ages since he broke up with Anna. And I'm like, ages? She's 15. How old is he? And why is it 15-year-olds in at least long relationships? Like, dang. Like, Jesus. It's been ages. They're like, it's been years since they've been... Jesus. Anyway, he basically told her to make her move. So when he was up on the mountain, she was so scared. She was scared of heights. And Ethan was like, oh my God. He was asking all these questions. And then he was like, this is probably a bad time to say, I just remembered. I don't like heights. So he, like, pretended to fall off the rocks. I was like... But then Ben came down, he's like, oh my god, I'm gonna help you eat this. So then he came down, you know, like jumped down the rock and then helped him, which wasn't that big of a jump, but I guess the kid could have sprained his ankle or something. So he went and got down there. So then he's like, Ethan, you really good at climbing. Was that just to make me look good in front of Skye? So then he's like, thanks, bro. And he's like, you girl, I'm leaving. So then Ethan went and left. Then Skye was like, look, confession, I thought today was a real day. And he was like, look, let me show you something. And I was like, no thanks. But she went anyway. Meanwhile, Danielle was talking to Kaylee, and then Kaylee, she was like, oh, you working in that dump, you know what I'm saying? So then Kaylee was like, this is not a dump. I'm like, why you talking to your friend like that? But she was like, look, they're going to run out of storylines. They're going to come back to me anyway. So then she was like, well, why is your boyfriend working here? So Danielle was like, he ain't working there. So then Kaylee was like, yeah, he loved the shirt so much. He looked so good in that shirt. He was wearing the shirt. So Sean is working there, and she don't know what's going to pop in. She's going to be like, Danielle a little ticked off right now. But yeah, then Ben made Skye a cute little picnic at that same tree where it said JN plus SJ, and it was so cute. And out of nowhere, they started singing. Can you hear it? Am I crazy? Or maybe this might be something real? Something about the two of us. It's just like a whole song. I think it's called If You Only Knew, but it was really good. And they was spinning, and she was jumping in his arms. They was doing the spins and stuff. And these kids are well rehearsed. I don't think kids, but they well rehearsed. And they doing really good, and I actually liked the song. It sounded really good. It reminded me of the part on Descendants when Mao, oh my god, his name was Ben. When Mao and Ben was dancing, and they was singing they was singing by like the lake pond, and then that's when his potion wore off, and she's almost drowned. It reminded me of that part on Descendants, so I really liked that part, and I liked they singing. Then after they was about the kids, it was like this, and this guy was like, I gotta leave, peace. And I was like, you didn't even eat the food, like. Oh, well, I wouldn't eat the food either. They're missing on the food ground. They probably got an accident. But she didn't eat the food, and they didn't get a chance. But they were singing so much, you know what I'm saying? They got caught up in the moment. So she had to leave because, you know, work was calling. And, you know, he worked there, too. So he probably should go so he can go get his check. But, yeah. So, this is what happened. Turns out they don't have a pond. And Skye was like, how much am I in trouble with that? So then he was like, look, if your granddad had grounded your mom, then me and her would have never met, and I can't do that to you, so I gotta let you live your life and let you fly, girl. So that's basically what he told her. So you Gucci, you not grounded. Then Skylar, she looks so cute in her mom's dress. She found a little key in her mom's diary. It said SJ, and she put the necklace on. I'm like, girl, what you doing? She put the necklace on, and she's gonna walk around with it. Then she got her granddad a little going away party. It was so cute. They all got in like a circle, and it's like, na, we miss you. We're gonna miss you. Miss you, miss you, miss you. It was so sweet, and he just felt so happy. So happy. So anyway, yeah. So then they got done, and he's like, oh, well, I'm going to keep it brief. I'm going to keep this heartfelt goodbye brief. So then he's like, okay, I love you guys. Where are my gifts? Where are my gifts? But, you know, he was like joking, you know, all that, because, you know, nobody got no gifts, but, you know, yeah. But anyway, yeah. So Kaylee told Noah, she's like, it's okay. I know that girl is pretty. You know, the camera girl, she pretty and all that, and she like you. So, you know what? She gave him, like, the okay, like, you can go with her and, you know, ignore me, basically. That's what she told him. So, yeah. Then Danielle came up there, and then Skye was like, look, I don't want to fight with you. I don't want to do this. I'm with Ben, and I like Ben. So she's like, oh, really? Okay, well, this new girl's here. Her name is Anna, and you know what? Yeah, that's Ben's ex. So now, like, you the one who got competition to worry about. Uh-oh. I'm like, ooh. I don't know if Danielle did that or what, but Ben was like, ex? What you doing here? Like, I thought you was going to another country or something. Like, where have you been this whole time? But anyway, yeah. So tomorrow, Skye's going to be a little intimidated. She's like, oh my gosh, she's so pretty. She's so pretty. I don't know what to do. And then Danielle invited her, Sean, Ben, and Skye to a double date kayaking. And Skye's about to freaking drown. Danielle's trying to kill that girl. I don't know what she's trying to do. I don't know why she's trying to do that. Oh, she's so mean. I hope they don't make it like on the shows where Skye, Ben is like a love triangle with Skye, Ben, and Sean, where like Sean and Ben are fighting for Skye, because I think Skye and Ben are good together. I don't know about Sean and Skye. It looks like that's the obvious pick. Maybe Sean is somebody else. Danielle's just really mean and rude. I'm like, why are you so mean? I know that later on they're probably gonna make her though like mean, but like she got a touch of heart too, because she's just scared of losing her boyfriend. I know that they probably gonna do that. Like, you know, like in like all the shows, they make the mean girl kind of have a heart in it, you know what I'm saying? So she's not stone cold all the way. But yeah, guys, thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and comment. Tell me your thoughts on the show if you like it. Congratulations to everybody who's on the show. We'll see you guys next time. Bye.